Creativity with Don Allen 3rd Live. Today in this live stream, we're going to dive into a brand new tool, Suno. Version 5 just came out. This is an AI designed to help you make music and kind of create music. They have a whole new update. They have a new thing called Suno Studio, which we're going to be diving into. I'm going to learn how to use Suno Studio live with you in the stream today. We're also going to be using these tools to kind of make some music. So Suno Studio is going to be what our focus is. I estimate this live stream could be an hour, so if you don't have time to watch it, it will also be up on YouTube afterwards. I'll upload this live stream to YouTube afterwards. I will kind of talk out loud about what I'm doing and what I'm learning. So if you want to look at the YouTube transcript after this live stream, get the summaries, it'll be there. So just trying to make my content a bit more evergreen. Okay, welcome to the stream. I see some folks are joining us live here on Instagram. Thank you, friends, for joining us. So Suno, S-U-N-O, is a tool that lets you generate music. Now, I've been using it a ton. It's a great way for making music, and they just had this tremendous update this week where you can now like synthesize single instruments at a time and weave them together as a track. It's really special. So we're going to go use the tool. So welcome to the stream. Again, I'm learning while I'm streaming. So that's what's happening. So let's get right into it. So I opened up Suno Studio. I've had early access to Suno Studio for a couple weeks now, but it looks like they've made some changes. So I want to look at this video real quick that shows the changes. So you can actually import audio, you can record audio, you can extract stems and add instruments and remix sections. Selections. So that's all huge. Let's go ahead and take a look at this video.
Drag and drop audio from a workspace, song details, or your local file system to start creating.
Awesome. Easy. Okay, so they're showing someone uploading a WAV file from their existing DAW, and they're dragging it in the Suno Studio, and it's in there. Oh, that was the whole clip. Okay, and then I see now it shows how you can record audio. Click add track.
Select an audio input, arm the track, then press record.
Good thing I have my studio microphone so we can get some good audio here. And then you just record right into the thing. Awesome. Okay, and then I guess you can extract stems now. Let's go ahead and hit the play button.
Click on a song or double click on a clip header to see it in the details panel.
Okay, all this is pretty straightforward. So I'm gonna go ahead and hit the X button. All right, so create songs, the first thing that's available here. And I'm just gonna see if I can create some drums. Tammy says, "Hey Don, I just so you know, we see everything reversed." Oh, it's a good heads up. I think it will work still, live stream wise, but then I won't be able, if I turn the camera, I won't be able to see the screen. Then it would be really passive, but then you could see what's on there. These are good. I don't know what to do here, Tammy. Let me see. Let me see what happens if I reverse this. So if I flip the camera over here and then flip it this way, now things will be in the correct direction for you, but now I will not be able to see the framing. So, I don't know if that's gonna work for me. We'll try it. Let me just slide the tripod over a little bit further and tighten that up. Maybe I'll go wide frame. There we go. How about I just go wide frame? That way I just know that we're covered, right? We're covered somewhere. From some angle, somewhere it's gonna work out. So I'm just gonna straighten out this tripod, go with the wide frame, and all right. So we're inside of Suno Studio now, and I'm gonna go and click on no input selected. Choose an input and arm the track. Okay, I'm gonna click on input. Okay, so I think it's armed. No input selected. Choose an input and arm the record trap. Okay, so now it's armed. And so now allegedly I can like record something on the phone. I think that's how this is gonna work. I'm gonna record something over here. Come on. Cool, and then we're just gonna hit the record button and see what happens. Okay, so I just recorded some audio and we brought it into the track here. Looks like Suno is processing it now. Don't know what it's gonna do, but we're gonna see. I guess it's probably uploading, right, the audio that we just played. If I hit the play button, I don't hear anything. Oh, there it is. All right, so that was the recording. And then they have some options down here. So if I select this track, what do I do now? So we have our track recorded. You could loop it, styles. Studio needs, what's this? Studio needs a clip on another track to add an instrument accompaniment. Okay, so let's add a new track then. Click add track. And then I'm gonna ask Suno to generate drums. Oh, there's my music. Okay, so that was the audio that I just recorded. Right? So that was the audio that we just recorded. Now I want to see what happens if we ask it to generate something. So I'm on this new track. I'm going to choose, oh wow, look at that. You can now choose exactly what you want to generate. So if I wanted some drums to accompany me, I can click drums. We can do bass, guitar, keyboard, percussion, strings, synth, effects, brass, woodwinds, even vocals or backing vocals or an entire song. Really insane. So let's see what happens if I click drums. And I'm just going to click create. Oh, I guess it needs a style. I'll say lo-fi. And I see. So you have to select a region. So I'm going to select a region here and then click create. Okay, so if I did this correctly, I recorded the piano on the blue track, and then this kind of magenta track that you're seeing here is generating drums using AI. And I'm really curious what that's going to do because I don't have a metronome on me, right? I didn't record a metronome, so there's no actual beat. But it looks like it generated some drums. I can actually see some patterns here. So let's go ahead and take a listen. Wow, it made those drums to my piano. That's insane. Okay, I think I understand how this works now. So with that in mind, I'm gonna re-record the thing. I am gonna turn on a metronome so I can actually hear the right timing, or at least something of a timing. And then I'm gonna delete or actually, should I play let me mute the old drums and we're gonna record something new. Here we go. Oh, sorry, I didn't show you the shot of me playing that. I swear I played that. All right, I hit the stop recording button, but I want to erase that. Try it again. The only issue with the metronome is I only need it for the first 4 beats. So I guess no metronome. Or I see, normally what you do for that is you put the headphones in. That actually might be the best solution here. So I need to hear the metronome so I know the beat that I'm on. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to plug in headphones so that I can hear that tap, 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 tap beat. And then if I know what the beat is, I can then play along on the piano over here, right? And that way it doesn't pick up the recording of that metronome sound. So let me look for my headphones. I haven't used them in a little bit. Let me see. Headphones. Wish I could talk to my headphones here. Where are you, headphones? Are you under the desk? Nope. Are you over here. Are you hiding? Found them. Okay. All right, so I found my headphones. I'm just gonna put them on temporarily just so I can play something on the piano. You'll hear the piano part because I'm recording with the open mic. Okay, so I just plugged that in. Let me see if I hear the metronome now. I don't hear it in here. Let me set the output just for a moment to sound output, external headphones. Okay, it says they're plugged in. Weird. Let's set the studio output. I don't know. I guess you can only hear the metronome. Oh, there it is. Okay, so now I can hear the metronome, and that way I'll be able to play the piano, and then that should work. All right, so I'm hearing the metronome, and we're gonna go ahead and record this. Here we hit the record button. Let's go to the start. I'm gonna hit record. I'm gonna play something on the piano. Let me practice something real quick. All right, I'm gonna play that. Let me go ahead and hit record. Okay, so I hit the stop recording. I don't see it though. I think I screwed that up. Let's try that again. Okay, so I hit the stop recording, but then it appears that I don't see my track. I don't even hear it. Is it still processing in the background? That's a kind of a weird feature. Oh, there's different takes. Interesting. So I selected the track. That's such a trip. I don't see anything that I just recorded. Yeah, as soon as I hit the stop recording, it disappears. Let me refresh the page. We're trying this again. Oh, okay, he doesn't like that. Let's try a new studio session. All right, doesn't like that either. How about new project? There we go. And then let's set the... Okay, so we're gonna set that input back to my microphone and we'll arm the track. And now we're gonna set the metronome to be turned on. And then I'm gonna hit the play button. And then we're gonna go over here and record something. So let me just do that really quickly. There we go. Hitting record. is such a trip. As soon as I hit stop recording, it erases the thing that we recorded. That's not good. Testing, recording, testing. So right now I'm recording my voice, and then you would think that when you hit stop, oh, trip. Okay, so you shouldn't hit stop record. You're supposed to hit pause. Very unintuitive. That's a bad design in my opinion. I think when you hit the stop recording button, it should stop recording. You shouldn't hit pause to stop recording. That doesn't make any sense to me. So let's try recording this again. Unfortunately, my dog barking means we have to re-record that. So I'll hit the pause button. I think that recording was going to work, unfortunately, but it's also going to have the dog barks. So we'll probably need to re-record that. It's weird, I don't see the recording. Okay, so here's a little pro tip I'm thinking. So with Suno Studio, I'm thinking it might be best not to record directly into it because for whatever reason that is kind of not working. What I think might make more sense is to simply record using like the microphone on your computer first, then export that, bring it in to whatever tool that you're in. So I think you should export the audio file and import the audio file. I think that's what I'm going to do differently. So let's take off the headphones. I know they have a record button built into the desktop interface, but I think you just saw me use it 6 times and it wasn't working. So my pro tip for those that are reading the transcript on YouTube of this video is skip recording directly into Suno Studio. Record with your microphone or whatever on your machine locally, and then go from there, right? Because I think you're going to get better results. So that's what we're gonna do. So I'm gonna open up like GarageBand instead, record something locally here, and I think that's gonna give us a lot better luck, right? It's not gonna have to guess as much of what to do. It will just know what to do. Okay, so this is a USB-C cable. I need the other one in order to plug this in. So I'm checking my bag if I have my adapter. We do have an adapter, thank goodness. All right. So it's just like a regular, guess we don't need the camera input. So we'll just go ahead and input that there. And then we'll plug in the USB-A into the USB-A to the USB-C port. Oh, what was I playing before? Oh, this is a different track that I was working on. Let me see. Oh, it's the Severance theme song, but I was working on that. Let me just do a new track. New, don't save. Great, okay. Empty project, sounds good. We'll do a MIDI instrument in. All right, so what we're gonna do now is kind of create the track. So again, I'm gonna upload this full live stream to YouTube so you can study it. And for folks who don't have time to watch the YouTube video, there's now full transcripts that come with every YouTube video, or you can get a desktop plugin. So, what I'm probably gonna do is I might make an article based off of everything that I'm doing in this live stream by taking the entire transcript of this entire live stream and having it turn it into a Substack article. I'll also add my own other notes on top of it, but I think that's a good workflow. Okay, so we're using Suno version 5, but we want to use Suno Studio. And so the first tip is to not use the embedded record feature. It has the option to record stuff. It worked 1 out of 6 times for me. So instead what I'm going to do is I'm going to record something on my traditional digital audio workstation. We're just going to use GarageBand built into your laptops on Mac. And we'll record something, and then we'll import that audio file into Suno Studio. And I think that's going to be a much better place to start. So let's do that. We're at 120 tempo. Let me set this to maybe 137. Let me take a listen to the metronome. Right now I'm experimenting with a different track. Let's try a classic Suitcase Mark IV. Let's try a keyboard. Okay, I like where that's going. So let's go ahead and go to the beginning and record with the metronome. Let's listen back to that without the metronome. Don't like it at all? Let me try a different one. Whoa, that's the Game of Thrones. I didn't mean to do the Game of Thrones intro. It just stuck in my head. All right, let's try this again. Here we go. Oh, I need to hear the metronome the whole time. That's how I stay on beat. The metronome is that tapping. All right, let's try this again. 5, 6, 7, 8. Nope, don't like that at all. Let's just start with something simple. We just need a little melody. Maybe we should do the bass. I don't know. Let's record that. And 5, 6, 7, 8. Got it. Cool, let's go into the editing notes and sustain this a little bit longer and move these here. Let's have these notes start on the right time, right there. Let's start these notes a little bit later there. Okay, cool, we got that. Now let's add some more instruments. I might add some drums. That was kind of cool, but I wanted to do custom drums. So is there a drum instrument I can add instead? Let's see. I guess we'll do a MIDI instrument again. And then for the MIDI instrument, we'll set this to percussion. I don't want to install that. Okay, let's just do electronic drum kit. Go ahead and record something until we get it good. All right, let's try this out now. So we got some melody in there. Now we're gonna add some drums. Let's do that. So we're on this layer. Try this again. I might turn off looping just so I can get a smooth drum record. So let's copy that and paste it a couple times so it kind of loops automatically. And then we'll go to the beat machine. And let's record that. Here we go. Okay, so we got some drums in there. I might use my own drums now as a guide, and then I'll play around that. So we'll go back, and I'm just going to quantize to the every eighth note. I think that was how fast I was playing. Let's see. Great, and then we're going to duplicate this layer. Delete track, new track with duplicate settings. No, right click, new track or duplicate setting. Okay, great. And then I'm gonna mute that one and play something new with the new drums. Turn off the metronome because I can use my drums as their own metronome now. So let's go back to here and then hit record, and I'm just gonna try to riff and make a little something. I don't know. Here we go. Cool, let's quantize that to every eighth note. Let's take a listen to the two together. Okay. Okay, I think we're at a spot where I like this. I'm now going to export this out and import this into Suno Studio and see if we can have AI generate vocals and more instruments and just see what it does with this. You know, we saw us make this from scratch. So I used GarageBand. I recorded with an old VHS tape synthesizer to make a really fun little dreamy, smooth Vox instrument. Then I manually did a beat machine and kind of tapped a beat that I like. Wherever that beat is. And now we're going to bring this audio into Suno and see what it does with it. So I'm going to go to the end of the track here, and make sure I can see everything. Great, and then we're going to export the track. How do I export in GarageBand? I forgot. Track, file, oh, edit? How do you share? Oh, there it is, it's called share, okay. Share song, no, export song to disk. So I'm exporting the song. I'm gonna choose it as a high quality MP3, and I'm just gonna save it to downloads. I'm gonna call this GarageBand, blah. Load. Okay, export. So it's exporting the audio. It's done. Now we're gonna import that audio into Suno Studio by going to the new track, clicking something. Okay, there's an upload button at the bottom, and I'm going to go to my downloads and import that audio that we just, it says failed to upload file. Interesting. Not sure why. Let's take a look. So our BPM is 137. Let's set our BPM to 137 inside of Suno. Go 137, 133. Sometimes that might cause an issue. All right, so now it's the same. I'm gonna click add track. And then on this new add track, I'm gonna click on upload, and we're gonna grab the audio, and it's our MP3, and we'll hit open. And it is not appearing at the moment. Curious about that. Let me try this again. Maybe I have to drag a little section here and then click upload. Let's try that. Hit open. No, I don't see that. Let me just try to manually pull this into the track. Maybe that does it. Interesting. So I don't know how to import this audio. The upload button doesn't seem to be working. So here's the other option. I'm going to export this as a different file format. So I'm going to go to export song to disk. Instead of an MP3, I'm going to choose a WAV file format and call this RAW and export it. All right, so a WAV is a more data-rich format for audio. Let's see if it's just a format issue. Now we're going to go to the import upload button. I'm going to go to the WAV version of our song, which is a lot larger, and we'll hit open. It says error, failed to upload file. Okay, so it doesn't accept MP3, doesn't accept WAV. Not looking good. Let's try AIFF. That's a third format. So I'm gonna go to share, export song to disk. Let's export this as an AIFF and call this AIFF and hit export. All right, we got that exported. Let's bring it in and go to the upload button and grab the AIF and hit open. Okay, so this appears to have failed all three file formats that I use to make music: WAV, MP3, and AIFF. So this is definitely user error. I'm gonna refresh the page and just see what am I doing wrong here. So I'm refreshing the page, hoping that I'll be able to import my audio. Let's go to that upload button. I'm gonna go back to the MP3 because I think there's no reason why it should not accept an MP3 file. It's weird, it just says failed to upload file and it doesn't tell you why. It just says failed. So let's see, let's expand our section. I don't see that there. I don't know. I'm gonna go to the home of this product, and I'm gonna see if I can just import the audio any other way. So I'm gonna click on audio upload, and I'm gonna grab that MP3. Okay, that appears to work. So the workaround I found to import the audio into Suno is to not import it directly into Suno Studio. Instead, what I'm doing is I am importing it just into the native suno.com/create. And there it is. now that it's in Suno, and I can play it back. Great, so now my audio is uploaded to Suno. I'm gonna go back to Studio, the new product inside of here, and then we're gonna try to import this into the new, well, sorry, it's already there, so I'm just gonna drag it into the composition. Okay, that looks like it worked. So the trick to getting your audio in here, you can accept MP3s, and what you gotta do is import it into Suno natively as if it's like a single track that you're working on. And then from your own track library, you can drag it from the track library into your project. So now we have this. Oh, but the beats per minute got messed up. So let me set this to like 120 or something. Too fast, so I'm slowing it down. All right, I dropped it to 90 beats per minute. Okay, so I recorded that the traditional way, right? Drum machine and a synthesizer. Now, let's see how Suno handles making lyrics to this song. So I'm gonna select a section above it, and then I'm gonna click on Create Song. Or how about this? Let me click Add Track. There we go. And then under Song, I'm gonna say I want vocals. And I want the style to be, I don't know, hip hop. Lyrics, write some lyrics, okay. I want some lyrics about learning how to do the future of music. I want lyrics about making the future of music using AI tools like Suno and learning that process. Real boring here. Go ahead and create the lyrics. Okay, so now Suno is going to try to generate vocals that will match my performance. So I played the green part with drums, and I played the synthesizer in the green part. They're combined as one layer. And now I'm asking Suno to try to generate lyrics in that orange section. So we'll see what we do. All right, I see some lyrics being formed on the side here. I see they are forming in there. It's coming together. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. We have vocals. So let's take a look at what the AI generated vocals sound like with the human generated drums that I played with the synthesizer I played earlier. Let's take a listen.
I want lyrics about making the future of music, using AI tools like Suno and learning that process.
Wow, it took my thing and made it a lot better. But it played my chords. There we go. I like this piano that they have better. Wow, that's insane. Per your suggestion, let's go ahead and use ChatGPT to create some lyrics, because it looks like it played exactly the lyrics I had there.
I want lyrics about making the future of music, using AI tools like Suno and learning that process.
That's funny. I was hoping I was going to use that as the command, but I will go ahead and make some new lyrics. What should the song be about, friends? I'm going to go to ChatGPT. If you don't have any ideas, I will generate some. Here we go. I want you to write a song, a K-pop song that has a beginning, middle, even a bridge, really catchy. And it's a song about how you got to keep learning new stuff. You got to learn how to learn. And it's a song that celebrates the joy of learning how to learn And whatever tool comes our way, we're going to jump on it and we're going to learn, because that's what we do all day. I want the song to rhyme. I want it to be K-pop inspired, but it's mostly in English. A few lines can be in Korean. All right, so now we're going to get ChatGPT to generate. Oh, you want a romance song? I don't know if I want to do romance. I have a romance song I was already working on last week. Kind of over the romance songs for the moment. So I'm just going to copy all of these lyrics. And what's cool is Suno can also work in multi-languages. So it will also sing in Korean and in English at the right times. So I'm going to put this in as the lyrics. Then for the style, I'm going to say, female K-pop singer group, high energy. There we go. And then I'm going to highlight where I want those vocals to be generated. Yeah, and then we'll go to hit create. And now Suno is going to generate those lyrics in that section to my track. I'm going to play the drums while I wait. All right, it's all done. Let's take a listen.
Open up my mind, turn the page again. Every new tool feels like a new friend. Doesn't matter what's the trend, we gon' ride it to the end. Questions spark a fire, I'm chasing the flame.
Ooh,
Never staying the same.
those are my chords.
Every turn is the joy when you learn. Falling, rising, try again. Every start is not the end. We freeze, we adapt, we keep running on the track. Learn how to learn, that's the key. Only door opens endlessly. New tools, new ways, we gon' play all day. Jig'em, right now we fly. Keep it tight, turn the dark into the light. We don't stop, we return to the joy when we learn. Stacking knowledge like a beat on a loop. Dreamers and
Wow, that is actually nuts. What does this button do? Oh, wait. How do I extend this? Because I really liked where that was going. Wow. That was insane, folks. How long have you been using Suno? Oh, for a while. I love Suno. Okay, I don't know how to continue. Oh, I see there's a replace button. What happens if I just... How do I zoom out here? Okay, there's a zoom out button here. And then if I just continue this all the way over here, there's a replace button. I don't know if I want to replace. I just want it to continue. No, not split. That's a fade. I guess I'll just go over the whole thing here and then click create. Okay, so I think that will make it longer. And then what we'll do is we're going to separate the vocals over here. Actually, you know what? Here's a good way to tell you how long I've been using Suno. I'll show you how many songs I've made. So I'm going to make a new Suno track, new Suno tab, just so I can open up my layers, my library. And what I'm about to show you is every song that I've ever made in here. So, wait, well, why isn't it's not loading all my songs? These are just recents. Let me turn off filters. No filters, okay. And then here's how many, so there's that, and then Wait, this is a bad example. There we go. These are pages and pages and pages of songs. Let me see. Is there a button that tells you how many songs you've made? I would love to see that now. Let me see. You can go to setting. I bet it's in like my account settings or something. So let's go to my account, manage account. No, that's not it. More info from Suno. What's new? Notifications. Explore, hooks, radio, search, library, studio, create, home. I just have hundreds. I just have hundreds and hundreds of songs. Is what I was trying to show you, but I don't know how to show you that I have all of those. My library. I thought my library was going to show you all of them, and I was just going to be able to scroll, but it only shows maybe like 50 at a time. And so I have at least 30, 40, 50, 60 pages of hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and hundreds. And maybe not even hundreds. I'm probably in the thousands of songs at this point. Okay, let's go back to Suno and see what we got. Looks like it's still generating the vocals. Oh, it kind of had the track there.
That's the key. Door opens endlessly. New tools, new ways. We gon' play all day. Chicken, right now we fly. Keep it tight. Turn the dark into the light. We don't stop, we return to the joy when we learn. Stacking knowledge that could be on a loop. Dreamers and
Oh, that was the last track. Okay. So I think I crashed it. Let me try this again. So how about this? I'm going to now click on this track, and then we're going to click on our extract stems button, and I'll do vocals plus, I'll do all detected stems. And what this is going to do is it's going to separate vocals and synthesizers and drums and flutes and wind instruments and strings all as separate layers. And what's cool about doing that is this lets you pick and choose what parts you want to keep and what parts you want to throw out. So here, for example, is just the vocals. I'm going to make a new track with just the vocals. I'm going to hide the other one. Let's take a listen.
open up my mind, turn
Right,
the
so
page
now it's
again.
just the vocals.
Every new tool feels like a new friend. Doesn't matter what's the trend, we gon' ride it to the end. Questions spark a fire, I'm chasing the flame. Leveling up, never staying the same. Every click, every turn, it's a joy when you learn. Falling, rising, try again. Every start is not the end. We don't freeze, we adapt. We keep running on the track, learn how to learn, and that's the key. Door opens endlessly. Let's go. New tools, new ways, we gon' play all day. Chicken, right now we fly. Alert, keep it tight. Turn the dark into the light. We don't stop, we return.
Now let's add the bass.
To the joy when we learn. Stacking knowledge that could be on a loop. Open up my mind, turn the page again. Every new tool feels like a new friend. Doesn't matter what's the trend, we gon' ride it till the end. Questions spark a fire, I'm chasing the flame. Leveling up, never staying the same. Every click, every turn, it's the joy when you learn. Falling, rising, try again. Every start is not the end. We don't freeze, we adapt. We keep running on the track, learn how to learn, and that's the key. Door opens endlessly. Let's go. New tools, new ways, we gon' play all day. Chicken, right now we fly. Alert, keep it tight. Turn the dark into the light. Open up my mind, turn the page again. Every new tool feels like a new friend. Doesn't matter what's the trend, we gon' ride it to the end. Questions spark a fire, I'm chasing the flame. Leveling up, never staying the same. Every click, every turn, it's the joy when you learn. Falling, rising, try again. Every start is not the end. We don't freeze, we adapt. We keep running on the tree. Learn how to learn, that's the key. It opens endlessly. Let's go. New tools, new ways. We gon' play all day. Chicken, right now we fly. Keep it tight. Turn the dark into the light. We don't stop, we return to the joy when we learn. Stacking knowledge that could be on a loop. Dreamers and
Yeah, stem splitting is a complete game changer for every reason, right? Like, you can really start to see how useful that is immediately.
open up my mind, turn the page again. Every new tool feels like a new friend. Doesn't matter what's the trend, we go right to the end. Questions spark a fire, I'm chasing the flame. Leveling up, never staying the same. Every click, every turn, it's the joy when you learn. Falling, rising, try again. Every start is not the end. We don't freeze, we adapt. We keep running on the track. Learn how to learn, that's the key. It opens endlessly. Let's go. New tools, new ways, we can play all day. Chicken, right now we fly. Keep it tight, turn the dark into the light. We don't stop, we return to the joy when we learn. Stacking knowledge that could be on a loop. Open up my mind, turn the page again. Every new tool feels like a new friend. Doesn't matter what's the trend, we go right into the end. Questions spark a fire, I'm chasing the flame. Leveling up, never staying the same. Every click, every turn, it's the joy when you learn. Falling, rising, try again. Every start is not the end. We don't freeze, we adapt. We keep running on the track. Learn how to learn, that's the key. It opens endlessly. Let's go. New tools, new ways, we can play all day. Chicken, right now we fly. Keep it tight, turn it. Open up my mind, turn the page again. Every new tool feels like a new friend. Doesn't matter what's the trend, we go right into the end. Questions spark a fire, I'm chasing the flame. Leveling up, never staying the same. Every click, every turn, it's the joy when you learn. Falling, rising, try again. Every start is not the end. We don't freeze, we adapt. We keep running on the track. Learn how to learn, that's the key. It opens endlessly. Let's go. New tools, new ways, we can play all day. Chicken, right now we fly. Keep it tight.
Seeing you jam out reminds me of how powerful AI can be. It takes just the burden of will it sound good, and you can just focus on experimenting and actually learning. That is my goal. That's the goal. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is get rid of this and turn off that. Okay, and then what we're going to do is go to the start here.
Open up my mind, turn the page again. Every new tool feels like a new friend. Doesn't matter what's the trend, we go right into the end. Questions spark a fire, I'm chasing the flame. Leveling up, never staying the same. Every click, every turn, it's the joy when you learn. Falling, rising, try again. Every start is not the end. We don't freeze, we adapt. We keep running on the track. Learn how to learn, that's the key. Opens endlessly. Let's go. New tools, new ways. We can play all day. Chicken, right now we fly away. Keep it tight, turn the dark into the light. We don't stop, we return to the joy when we learn. Stacking knowledge that could be on a loop. Dreamers and
Okay, so I recorded that in 2 spots. And then, wait, how do I stop it? Stop. Okay, so then I recorded me playing all that. And so then I'll just sync this up to the start metronome. And then it should sync up, you know, pretty well. I don't know how to slide these. Oh, okay, so I'll select all. Yep, I'll select all the notes that I just played right now. And then I'll just slide these manually. Oops. Cool, so now I'm gonna export this audio and bring it into the Suno. Oh, let me get rid of that note. I'm gonna quantize it as well to 1/8 notes. Oh, that looked bad. Let's do 16th notes. Quantize to 16th notes. That looks good. Okay, let's go back to the beginning. Let me see. Cool, let's export this as an MP3. So we'll go to File, Share, Export Song, nope, wrong button. Share Song to Disk, export as MP3, we'll call this blah. It's exporting and done. And then let's bring that into Suno. I wonder if it's gonna let me upload a track. Let's try it. I'm gonna go Add Track, I'm gonna go to Upload, and let's see if we can just bring this. Maybe we can bring this right in. Who knows? Open. Error. Okay, doesn't like that still. So the trick to importing is going to create, and then clicking plus audio, and then clicking plus upload. That is the spot to upload, I think. I don't see it though. Is this it?
open up my mind to
Nope, that's not it. That was earlier. Where did my audio just go? The one I just imported a second ago. Weird. I don't see it. I don't see it in my library. Oh, is this it?
open up.
Nope. Upload audio. Let me try it again. Upload. Open. Weird. Okay, doesn't like that either. Let's try sharing this as a MP3 again. Okay, we're exporting it as an MP3. Great, and then let's bring this back into Suno. We're going to upload audio, go to upload, go to the MP3 and hit open. There we go. All right, so it really wants MP3s. That's the lesson there. It wants MP3s. Be sure to give it those MP3s, otherwise it will be a problem. Thank you, love. Okay. So yeah, we're just experimenting. And it seems to be working. All right, looks like that's imported. So let's go back to our Suno Studio and then see if we can bring that track from the library. All songs. There it is. Just drag it right in. There we go. So this is the way that we can add instruments back onto the track. just like that. Oh, let me slide that one beat. There we go.
Doesn't matter what's the trend, we go right into the end. Questions spark a fire, I'm chasing the flame. Leveling up, never staying the same. Every click, every turn, it's the joy when you learn. Falling, rising, try again. Every start is not the end. We don't freeze, we adapt. We keep running on the track. Learn how to learn, that's the key.
Oh, we're off by one beat. There we go. Slide half. There we go.
Feels like a new friend. Doesn't matter what's the trend, we go right.
Oh no. I don't know how to snap this. Let's zoom into the track. Okay, so this needs to be around. Okay, so it looks like it's working now. So what we just did was we selected the region of the instrument that we would like to change with AI kind of fixing it. I played to my best of my ability the kind of notes and the kind of timing that I wanted. And then what I just did now is I asked Suno to remix just a synthesizer, but it's going to keep all the same notes. It's going to add a little bit more funky synth plucks because that's what I put in my prompt. And I've asked it to keep 41% of my audio as the influence. So let's take a listen to just that track. I'm going to click solo and hear it real quick. Ooh! Yes! Oh my god, this is perfect. Because then you just have to kind of, let me turn off the metronome. You only have to kind of play a little bit of your tune and it gets it. So let's listen to it with the rest of the instruments.
We adapt, we keep running on the track.
Let's go back.
Open up my mind, turn the page again. Every new tool feels like a new friend. Doesn't matter what's the trend, we go right into the end. Questions spark a fire, I'm chasing the flame. Leveling up, never staying
Yes!
the same. Every click, every turn, it's the joy when you learn. Falling, rising, try again. Every start is not the end. We don't freeze, we adapt. We keep running on the track. Learn how to learn, that's the key. Door opens endlessly. Let's go. New tools, new ways, we can play.
Yes, this is exactly it.
Right now.
Ooh!
Keep it tight. Turn the dark into the light. We don't stop, we return to the joy when we learn.
It's got that funk in it.
Stacking knowledge like a beat on a loop. Dreamers and
Woo! All right, let's try it with the drums now. Add it to the mix.
how to learn, that's the key. Door opens endlessly. Let's go. New tools, new ways, we can play all day. Jig 'em right now.
Actually, I'm gonna try to make my own drums. We'll do the same trick we did last time, which is we go back to our main instrument. I'm gonna turn off the notes that I already played before, just to kind of duplicate it. Duplicate tracks with settings. Great, I'm gonna mute everything else. So now, I mean, nuts, my phone keeps trying to connect the microphone to the computer and I keep saying no. All right, so I just got a drum kit in here. And now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna hit the record button here, but then we're gonna play on the other spot. And the goal is then to kind of like come up with the riff. And what's cool is you don't have to be that precise. You just have to kind of get the feel across. So I'm gonna hit record here. Let's turn off the metronome. So drums are recording. Now we're gonna go and play back our track, but this time we're going to play our drums in the background. So that is what we're gonna do. So I'm gonna select, actually I just hit play and then we hit record. So here we go.
Open up my mind, turn the page again. Every new tool feels like a new friend. Doesn't matter what's the trend, we go right into the end. Questions like a fire, I'm chasing the flame. Leveling up, never staying the same. Every click,
I'm gonna re-record. I don't like that one.
New tools, new ways, we can play all day. Chicken.
Let's go back to the beginning, hit re-record.
Open up my mind, turn the page again. Every new tool feels like a new friend. Doesn't matter what's the trend, we gon' ride it to the end. Questions spark a fire, I'm chasing the flame. Leveling up, never staying the same. Every click, every turn, it's the joy when you learn. Falling, rising, try again. Every start is not the end. We don't freeze, we adapt. We keep running on the tree. Learn how to learn, that's the key. Opens endlessly. Let's go. New tools, new ways, we gon' play all day. Chicken. Right now we fly alert. Keep it tight. Turn the dark into the light. We don't stop, we return to the joy when we learn. Stacking knowledge like a beat on a loop. Dreamers and
There we go. So I'm gonna take that last recording and then we're gonna find that rhythm here. So let's take all those notes. Here was the last recording. Let's listen back to just the drums. Okay, that looks like it worked. So I'm gonna take that and we're gonna slide these notes all the way to the start on C1. There we go. And then we're gonna do a quantize. There we go. And let's play it. Oh, not C1, let's go one. There we go. And then we're gonna quantize this to, I think, 16th notes? Yeah, I hope. Okay. Oh, that doesn't sound good. Maybe don't do 16th notes. Maybe it's on 32. Let's do quantize to 1/32. Let's try that. Okay, it's not good, but you know what? It's okay because we're using Suno. So I'm just gonna import that audio, even though it's bad, just as a little riff here, and I think it's gonna do wonders. I'm pretty confident that's gonna work for some weird reason. So let's go ahead and bring that all the way here. We're gonna go to share. I'm gonna click share. So you almost like, you know how we have like vibe coding? Here, you just kind of have to vibe instrument. Drums, like that. All right, so I'm just gonna vibe instrument. That's kind of the pace that I'm looking for and nothing else. And then we're gonna go in and import this the traditional way. So we go to upload audio, go to upload, and then choose your thing, hit save. Great, so now it's uploading our drums into Suno. And I'm playing the drums while I wait. All right, they're imported. Now we bring it into the track. So I'm gonna make a new layer and look into my library. Let me hit refresh on the library. There it is. We're gonna bring this drum set in. Takes a second to load. And there is my drums. Now, where does it live though? Because this looks like it's at the wrong time interval. Let's go ahead and slide this here. See what we get.
the page again. Every new tool feels like a new friend. Doesn't matter what's the trend, we gon' ride it to the end. Questions spark a fire, I'm chasing the flame. Leveling up.
Let me start it from the very beginning, maybe?
Open up my mind, turn the page again. Every new tool feels like a new friend. Doesn't matter what's the trend, we gon' ride it to the end. Questions spark a fire, I'm chasing the flame. Leveling up, never staying the same. Every click, every turn, it's the joy when you learn.
see if I can fix this. So I'm going to take this note, copy it, paste it. See if I can drop the drums there. See.
Learn how to learn, and that's the key. Opens endlessly. Let's go. New tools, new ways, we can play all day. Chicken. Right now we fly alert and keep it tight. Turn the dark into the light. We don't stop, we return to the joy when we learn.
Okay, so that was all bad. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna select all this, and now that we've kind of explained the rough vibe of what we want the drums to kind of do in this section, we select it, switch the influence to drums or percussion, and then say how much you want to influence the audio. So I'm going to say 41% influence, and I'm going to give it a description. Electro pop drums, rising crescendo. And so now it's going to try to make drums that fit that vibe just in that section. And why that's so important is it has all the other context of my track. It knows the lyrics, it knows the vocals, it knows the synthesizers, it has an idea of what the bass is. And now that it's only going to generate drums, but we've kind of given it a guide, we've recorded the drums ourselves to kind of guide the vibe of what kind of drum beat, what kind of rhythm, what kind of mood do we want in that region. And so now Suno is only going to generate drums in that exact spot. And that is so freaking helpful, because then in this little region here, we're going to have a new drum set that fits the rest of the vibe correctly. It's like you're vibe making music. It's called Suno Studio. Lets you use Suno, lets you use, human generated music layers or AI generated music layers and everything in between. Let's take a listen to what we got with the new drums in 3, 2, 1. All right, there we are.
Open up my mind, turn the page again. Every new tool feels like a new friend. Doesn't matter what's the trend, we go right to the end. Questions spark a fire, I'm chasing the flame. Leveling up.
Let me try that again.
Open up my mind, turn the page again. Every new tool feels like a new friend. Doesn't matter what's the trend, we go right to the end. Questions spark a fire, I'm chasing the flame. Leveling up, never staying. Rising, try again. Every start is not the end.
Looks like there's too much synth in there. I'm gonna ask it to just do drums. So let's go to this and click extract stems. I'm gonna ask it to extract all detected stems, because I just want drums. I don't want any synthesizers in there. And there it is. The stem splitter has found the drums. And we're just gonna pull those drums out, keep everything else separate. The stem splitter is probably one of the most powerful features in this whole thing. So now it's just the drums, which is what we wanted all along.
Turn the page again. Every new tool feels like a new. It doesn't matter what's the trend, we go right to. Open up my mind, turn the page again. Every new tool feels like a new friend. Doesn't matter what's the trend, we go right to the end. Open up my mind, turn the page again. Every new tool feels like a new friend. Doesn't matter what's the trend, we go right to the end. Question. Open up my mind, turn the page again. Every new tool feels like a new friend. Doesn't matter what's the trend, we go right to the end. Questions spark a fire, I'm chasing the flame. Leveling up, never staying the same. Every click, every turn, it's the joy when you learn. Falling, rising, try again. truth. Learn how to learn, that's the key. Door opens endlessly. Let's go. New tools, new. Open up my mind, turn the page again. Every new tool feels like a new friend. Doesn't matter what's the trend, we go right into the end. Questions spark a fire, I'm chasing the flame. It's not the end, we don't freeze, we adapt. We keep running on the track. Learn how to learn, that's the key. Door opens endlessly. Let's go. New tools, new ways, we can play all day. Chicken, jiggy. Keep it tight. Turn this dark into the light. Tell me we good. Tell me you want me good. Stuck in money, I could be. We can play all day. Chicken, jiggy. Right now we fly. Keep it tight. Turn this dark into the light. Tell me we good. Tell me you want me good. Stacking knowledge that could be on a loop. Dreamers and open up my mind, turn the page again. Every new tool feels like a new friend. Doesn't matter the end. Questions spark a fire, I'm chasing the flame. Leveling up, never staying the same. Every click, every turn, it's the joy when you learn. Falling, rising, try again. And we don't freeze, we adapt. We keep running on the truth. Learn how to learn, that's the key. Door opens endlessly. Let's go. New tools, new ways, we can play all day. Chicken, jiggy. Right now we fly. I learn, keep it tight. Turn the dark into the light. We don't stop, we return to the joy when we learn. Stacking knowledge that could be on a loop. Dreamers and
Okay, I just want some regular electro drums there. But yeah, I think you get the idea. Suno Studio is freaking awesome. It lets you truly combine all of your ideas into a really fun, creative workflow. You can make literally anything you want nowadays. The excuses are running thin.
open up my mind, turn the page again. Every new tool feels like a new friend. Doesn't matter what's the trend, we go right into the end. Questions spark a fire, I'm chasing the flame. Leveling up, never staying the same. Every click, every turn, it's the joy when you learn. Falling, rising, try again. Every start is not the end. We don't freeze, we adapt. We keep running on the truth. Learn how to learn, that's the key. Door opens endlessly. Let's go. New tools, new ways, we can play all day. Chicken, jiggy. Right now we fly. I learn, keep it tight. Turn the dark into the light. We don't stop, we return to the joy when we learn. Stacking knowledge that could be on a loop. Dreamers and
Love it, love it, love it, love it. All right, we're gonna take the next section, verse 2, and see if we can load this up to the rest of the song. And we'll go into the Suno music section, go to our vocal layer, I think is right here.
stacking knowledge that could to the joy when we learn.
And then we're gonna go from here. Oh, looks like we hit a dead end. Oh, there we go. We gotta zoom out. So it's zoom, 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 zoom. I'm gonna go from,
Knowledge that could be stacking.
I'm gonna go all the way to here and then put in the lyrics. There we go. And I'll say the same thing. Multiple female Korean pop singers take turns on different sections of the song, then harmonize together 4 parts. Okay, so now we're generating vocals, more K-pop vocals just in this orange section here. And they're gonna pick off where our last vocals ended, which was right around there. And we'll see how that does. I'm curious if it's gonna generate more than the vocals. I'm hoping it's just the vocals, but it might want to slip in other instruments. I can see it trying to do that, but we'll just be on the lookout. All right, looks like the vocals are loading in here. I would say maybe in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and let's see, it's still loading. Let me know when you see the waveform forming in there for the new instrument track. Should be any second now. I guess I was a little early on the countdown. Here it goes. What I really like about this process is we are mixing a hybrid approach. We are recording some instruments manually. We are playing on an old MIDI synthesizer. We're using GarageBand. We're exporting that audio and bringing it in as layers. Then we're having AI remix individual layers, and we're kind of explaining the vibe that we're going for, and then the AI kind of fills in the rest. The result is remarkable, and it's blowing my mind. And here we are with the next section. There they are, loading the waveform. See it processing. The final process is here, and then there's the new vocals. Let's take a listen. Let's see how it blends actually with the original section right before it.
We don't stop, we return to the joy where we learn. Stacking knowledge that could be on a loop. Dreamers and
Oh, it's muted. Hello.
starter up opens and endlessly like endless. Joy when we learn. Stacking knowledge that could be on a loop. Dreamers and that's the key it open. Yeah, every starter up opens and endlessly like endlessly. Let's let go. New tools, new ways, we gon' go. We can play all day. Shake 'em, take it right now. We fly away. Learn how to learn. Keep it tight. It's so stop. We return to the joy, the joy when we learn. Stacking knowledge like a beat on a loop. Dreamers and seekers, we're the crew, the troop. Catch the rhythm, catch the vibe. Every skill we come alive. From the books to the apps, from the stage to the screen, all the things we imagine, we can make them the page again. Every new tool feels like a new friend. Doesn't matter what's the trend, we gon' ride it to the end. Questions spark a fire, I'm chasing the flame. Leveling up, never staying the same. But when you learn, falling, rising, try again. Every start is, and we don't freeze, we adapt. Page again, every new tool feels like a new friend. Doesn't matter what the headline. We don't stop, we return to the joy when we learn. Learn.
Okay, I might try to regenerate the vocals. I don't know what happened, but kind of messed up there. Let's try this again. Copy, and then go to Suno Studio. Maybe I'll make a new track, hide the existing, so now there's no vocals, and then let's paste in the full length of the song lyrics. See what happens there. And then here's the lyrics, paste it. Okay, so now it's gonna try to generate like the whole song right in the middle there. Okay, so this is kind of working pretty well. I mean, I ran into some errors earlier with trying to maybe ask it too much, but it seems like a good workflow is generate vocals, split it up into stems, and then figure out how you want to do a musical treatment on each layer. Bring it into your music making tool of choice, play along with a vibe, feed that back in, and that seems to be the workflow. It's really fun. How are you doing? Oh, did you eat? Oh, baby. All in this paint. You hungry? Okay. Love you. All right. Generating the vocal. Oh, sorry. I actually had it set to song. I meant to just generate vocals. Silly me. I'll have to do a stem split on it. Okay, it's almost done generating. And then we're going to extract stems immediately. It's generating the last few bars here.
Yeah, we don't stop. Keep it moving to the top. They walk out. Keep on learning. Every day we rise up. Open our minds to a page again. Every new tool feels like a new friend. Doesn't matter what's the trend. We gon' ride it till the end. Questions spark a fire. I'm chasing the flame. Leveling up, never staying the same. Every click, every turn, it's the joy when you learn. Falling, rising, try again. Every start is not the end. We don't freeze, we adapt. We keep running on the track. Learn how to learn, that's the key. Every door opens endlessly. Let's go. New tools, new ways. We gon' play all day. We gon' right now. We fly away. Learn how to learn. Keep it tight. So bright. Turn the dark into the light. We don't stop. We return to the joy when we learn. Stacking knowledge like a beat on a loop. Dreamers and seekers, we're the crew, the truth. Catch the rhythm, catch the vibe. Every skill we come alive. From the books to the apps, from the stage.
Is that Adrian Claus? Good to see you. Hello.
Today till we discern what it means to learn how to learn. Rise and try again. Every start is none.
All right, that's great. Let's go ahead and separate the vocals now. So we'll go to extract stems, which basically listens to all the different layers and separates it. Oh, thank you so much. I'm very happy to be a dad. It's a whole new journey. And yeah, it's exciting. She's teaching me all sorts of stuff every day. Okay, so now we got our versions here. We got the different layers. We have vocals, drums, bass, guitar, keyboard, percussion, strings, synthesizers, anything that the AI detects, it separates it onto its own layer. That way we can choose which things we want to keep and which things we want to, try over, disregard. You have that flexibility. Okay, there's all the synthesizers. Percussion, strings are loading in there. Great. Great, everything's loaded.
Yeah, we don't stop.
All right, so let's go ahead and mute that. Okay, so everything is muted. And then we're gonna go to this track. Let's bring in just the vocals on a new layer. Let's take a listen.
Yeah, we don't stop. Keep it moving to the top.
Let's bring in our drums and synthesizers.
Yeah, we return. It's the joy when you learn. Fall and rise and try again. Every start is not the end. We don't freeze, we adapt. We keep running on the track. Learn how to learn. That's the key. Every door opens endlessly. New tools, new ways. We don't play all day. You don't run and we fly away. Learn how to learn. Keep it tight. So bright. Turn the dark. Every skill we come alive. From the books to the app, from the stage to the screen, all the things we imagine, we can make them real dreams. Wanna do today till we discern what it means to learn how to learn. Rise and try again. Every start is yeah, we don't stop. Keep it moving to the top. Keep on learning. Every day we rise up. Open our minds and the page again. Every new tool feels like a new friend. Doesn't matter what's the trend. We gon' ride it till the end. Questions sparkle fire. I'm chasing the flame. Leveling up, never staying the same. Every click, every turn, it's the joy when you learn. Fall and rise and try again. Every start is not the end. We don't freeze, we adapt. We keep running on the track. Learn how to learn. That's the key. Every door opens endlessly. New tools, new ways. We don't play all day. You go run and we fly away. Learn how to learn. Keep it tight. So bright. Turn the dark into light. We don't stop. We return to the joy when we learn. Stacking knowledge like a beat on a loop. Dreamers and seekers, we're the crew, the truth. Catch the rhythm, catch the vibe. Every skill we come
All right, we got it.
alive. From the books to the app, from the stage to the screen, all the things we do today till we discern what it means to learn. Rise and try again. Yeah, we don't stop. Keep it moving to the top. They woke up. Keep on learning. Every day we rise up. Open our minds and the page again. Every new tool feels like a new friend. Doesn't matter what's the trend. We gon' ride it till the end. Questions sparkle fire. I'm chasing the flame. Leveling up, never staying the same. Every click, every turn, it's the joy when you learn. Fall and rise and try again. Every start is not the end. We don't freeze, we adapt. We keep running on the track. Learn how to learn. That's the key. Every door opens endlessly. New tools, new ways. We fly away. Learn how to learn. So turn the catch the vibe. Every skill we come alive. From the boots to the app, from the stage to the screen. All the things we imagine, we can make them real dreams. Wanna do today till we discern what it means to learn how to learn. Rise and try again.
Cool. All right, I think I have what I need to make a music video now.
Yeah, we don't stop.
So what I'm gonna do is export the whole thing that we got. We'll just do the full song, and then we'll see what we get with all the layers. And with that full song exported, go to song on a new tab here. Let's see what we got. Well, let me play it. Oh, it's still processing. Still processing.
Yeah, we don't stop.
Where is it?
Keep it moving to the top. They will go. Keep on learning. Again, every new tool feels like a new friend. Doesn't matter what's the trend, we gon' ride it till the end. Questions spark a fire, I'm chasing the flame. Leveling up, never staying the same. Every click, every turn, it's the joy. Yeah, we don't stop falling, rising, tries again. Every start is not the end. We don't freeze, we adapt. We keep running on this ride. Till the end, questions spark a fire. I'm chasing the flame, leveling up, never staying the same. Let's go. New tools, new ways, we gon' play all day. Take them right now, we fly away. Learn how to learn, keep it tight, so bright. Turn the dark into the light tonight. It's not yeah, we don't stop. Yeah, we don't stop. Yeah, we don't stop.
Okay. So I think there's this new video model that lets you talk. Which one is it? I think it was called Speak, right? Unlimited with lip sync audio. Let me see. Upload an image or generate a PNG. This was from a different project. Enhance on Kling 2.5 Turbo Prompt. Okay, I think I have a scene generated of a character. Which one is it? K-pop music video, and then I think it was this character. No, I know I have one shot that was like a wide shot. Okay, I think this was the K-pop singer vibe. Okay, and then describe the scene you imagine. No, I want to do the, no. I want to do the speaking one. We go video, Kling, speak. Lip sync with motion. Okay, talking avatar. So this is what I did before.
Dumb and shy. Oh, Google, who just says, let me try.
I never thought GPT, you slid into my D. I met you scrolling through chat. GPT, you slid into my DM so casually. How can I help you today? You said, now you're living rent free in my head.
Alright, let me upload the audio of just the vocals of the new track. And where's the upload button? Oh, there's upload. Upload audio. Let's take this audio vocals, right?
Yeah, we don't stop.
Oh, that's everything. Let's just do vocals.
Yeah, we don't stop. Keep it moving to the top. Right now, we fly away.
Okay. Let's go to the first 15 seconds of the song.
Yeah, we don't stop. Yeah, we don't stop. Keep it moving to the top. They woke up. Keep on learning. Every day we rise up. Open up my mind, turn the page again. Every new tool.
So we're trimming the audio. I was just experimenting with the new Suno version 5, and then I wanted to make like a music video with Higgsfield. So that is what I'm doing right now.
Yeah, we don't stop.
So I'm gonna select that audio, got that visual, and then click generate. And then that's gonna start processing. Cool. All right, we'll see. If that comes out looking cool, then I'll make something with it. If not, then we won't. But that's it for the stream. We were streaming for 108 minutes. This live stream will live on YouTube afterwards. And once it's on YouTube, you can analyze the transcript, copy the whole transcript, run it through your AI tool. I try to explain out loud my process for things. So if there's anything that's confusing, I'm hoping that the transcript will clarify. So yeah, thank you so much for tuning in, and I'll see you all in the next one. Good night.